Well, this morning we're going to go for a little walk down this way to show you guys. Water's gone. It comes through really hard for about an hour and a half, and or an hour, and it's gone. So we're going to hike up this trail a little ways. And we might even get up to the iron mines. I'm not sure, or gold mines, excuse me. And boy, these washes really wash this out. But look at the flowers. Look at the flowers that popped out just from that one rain. But yeah, I'll get back to you here shortly. Yeah, so when I get back, I gotta take and do my check over, and we went 300 something miles getting down here. So I'm gonna do my check over and probably grease the shackles on the camper and check some lug nuts, oil in the truck, take a good look over on the suspension of the camper. We always do that just for safety reasons, and you don't want to be driving around with a cracked spring or a broken shackle or something like that. It always makes it worse if you don't try to catch it in time. But this is really peaceful out here in the mornings. You know, it's really peaceful. And I've seen some donkeys off in the distance. Heard them squawking. But boy, just look at what this wash did yesterday. It took the road right out of here. Look at that. You guys see that? I hope you can see it. But yeah, it really exposed a lot of rock. So this camper up here is gonna have a real hard time getting out of here, because just behind me there's a bigger wash. But yeah, it's gonna be another beautiful week. They're talking in the 70s. So it's supposed to be nice. And we're just gonna take a little stroll up this hill. If I find something, I'll turn you back on. So there's some quartz there, guys. That a couple of big chunks. And there's piles of it up here. Looks like people have come up here and actually grabbed the quartz. Maybe they probably busted it open looking for gold. You know, they have found gold up here in these quartz rocks. It's a real small flake type thing. But yeah, we'll keep going. When we find some more stuff, we'll let you know. Well, their topography is definitely changing. Definitely changing, guys. Gotten black rock, quartz, all kinds of different colored rocks. But the water when that rain is just washed every bit of sand off the road. It's just shards of rocks. So, but when we get there, I'll turn you back on. Well, you can tell we're getting close. That's for sure. There's pieces of barrel here, there. You start to see mining equipment, pieces of it here and there. But a lot of donkey trails up here. A lot of donkey trails. Well, I'm using a new neck camera. I hope it's working right. You know, I can't see really what's going on. So, should have brought a mirror so I can look at the front screen and see where it's actually poking. But we're gonna wing it. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Isn't that the way they've cut that in there? But yeah, no, they got, they were mining these, I don't know how many years ago. It's before we started coming up here for sure. But there's been a lot of people with like their mine labs, you know, their gold finders, finding gold in the tailings. And I was talking to a gentleman down there that we met the other day. He's got a wheeler, and he come up here, and there's another guy, and his wheeler and a bunch of other ones, and they took in this mine shaft right here, this mine shaft right here. I'm going to take my camera off and put it on the stick so you can see better. Okay, there's a barbed wire fence here. Right down in here. These are barbed wire fences. I don't know if you can see them. But there's a mine shaft. Okay, and they had their wheeler. They had their wheeler with the cable, you know, with the cable on it, and hooked to another cable, and they were way down in that mine shaft and using that as a climbing rope. But I'll try to get the camera over the top. I don't know if you could see all the way down to the bottom of that one. That wasn't the deepest one for sure. They've got up there on top, there's places where they had their wash plant and stuff. I'll go up there. This is probably a better view because the sun's not in our eyes. Yeah. Look at down there, folks. That goes and goes and goes. I'm trying to get a, I don't want to cross this barbed wire fence, but it goes and goes and goes. There's a bunch of these mines up here, and there's some real deep ones up here. I'll walk up here. This is the platform. They had all their gold mine equipment. I would imagine their trommels and whatever else they had up here on this ledge, or on this base. But all they did is use rocks, you know, and mortar. and made a nice flat base. I'm sure waiting to find a hunk of that gold stuff laying on the ground, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's another platform there, base. There's like, well, that's 2 so far, and there's a bunch of them up here. There's one that's on the other end that really gets deep. I mean, we threw a rock in there. If I had a better mic on this camera, which I'm going to do, I'm ordering one in a week or two. I'm just seeing if the Black Friday sale pops it up on Amazon, but it's not a, what do you call it, mic? It's a mod mic. So, ooh, look at that. What side is this one going in? They go in at different angles and they kind of turn. But you can see the old beat up signs right there. Hello! And these people are actually going down in them mines, you know. We were up here 2 years ago and there's a guy actually climbing in and out of it, and he just tied a rope on the fence post. And they're actually finding gold, which is really crazy. Well, it's not crazy, I guess, but you gotta be crazy to get down in there, that's for sure. You know, tying a rope around one of them fence posts and going down in is, I would call lunatic-ish. But, yeah, there's holes all over up here. Here's a big one here and another one up on top. We'll go over to this one. We'll go over to this one and see what we can see. I'll turn you around. Try not to do it too fast, get you dizzy. But there's some more quartz. You can see where they've started pockets here and there. And I'm trying to figure out how you get across this thing without getting bit by a rattlesnake or something stupid. Or break a leg. But look at these plants and what that water did. A lot of quartz. Here's some old wire. But just all kinds of quartz on the ground, folks. All kinds of it. This is one of the bigger mines. I can't get in there. I wish I could to show you. But I can try to get the camera over the edge. Make sure it's locked on good. I don't know if you can see down there. I'm leaning pretty hard. Oh, snagged. And then right up there, there's all fenced in. There's shafts. There's shafts up there. There's like 4 more. And there's a big tunnel under the mountain. Big tunnel under the mountain that follows right up into the mountain that way, they say. I talked to a gentleman here and he said he was in it. He said he was down inside of them. And he said they're just a huge tunnel with boards, and it tunnels into the main part of the mountain there and then travels in different directions. But this cat right here don't do that kind of stuff. He'll have a hard time walking a lot of times. But we're just gonna wander around up here, see what we can find. Oh, I found something. There's a gas can, an old one. And look at there. Flower blooming. Yep. Now I'm walking in the sun. That stinks. You guys can't see nothing. There's some other old metal. Some more there. I'm gonna try walking up here around this top. See what I can see. Sorry about the zoom. I didn't realize it. See if I can get on top of a little hill or something so I can show you guys some of them other mine pits. Looks like there's a little trail of some sorts going over to the edge. And all along here there's mining equipment. I got right there's a sluice box or something. We'll go check that out. I don't know if you like this kind of content, but we're a new channel and we're just kind of searching for things. I wish you guys would throw me some comments what you would like to try to see me center on. Yeah, I can't get in here, folks, but you can see what I'm talking about. On the mine shafts, there's another one right there. Well, there's Eeyore standing up on the hill. Mr. Donkey. You guys see him up there? He's looking down on me. Hi, buddy. No, I don't have any food for you. We threw some carrots out to him the other day. There's donkeys all over out here. So anyhow, we'll walk over this way. And this is really interesting. Yeah, them guys there, they just have trails all over. And there's no oasis out that way. Right out that way, there's no oasis. Somewhere, me and Deb took the donkey trail a couple years back and found a real neat oasis back there. Blue water, palm trees. We were all by ourselves. We just sat there next to the water. Ooh, I found a rope snake. Oh, there. This is kind of interesting. It's just been dug out. Almost looks like it's been dynamited or something. I don't know what it is. There's a mine shaft. Look at that, folks. It's a mine shaft that goes down in there. Wow. Cool. I don't know if I want to walk over that. Oh, I see where it goes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That's a big shaft, my friend. That is a big shaft. But they got this box here. Danger. No trespassing. But there's a deal over the top of it. Kind of different. Huh. Yeah. Look at that hole. Whew. You could really see that thing if it was daylight. You know, if we had high sun, man, you'd see that thing. So, yeah, this is our little walkabout this morning. And there's some more cans and debris. It's scattered all through here. Looks like a big wash right here. Yeah. Big wash came through here. Some of them rainstorms came down through here. There's the road that used to come up here. It's all fenced off on that side. Beautiful. I mean, it's really interesting. That road there is washed off. They got it closed off. It goes up to some more mines. I can see one right there. So, yeah. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Another cobblestone wall right there that they built. You know, kind of cool. I'm gonna hike back down over the hill here. There's a pretty nice road coming up here. It's nice and gradual. It isn't real bad, but I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I really appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and doing your thing. And I'm just trying to get some content out there for you guys so you can see some of these videos. Yep, he went this way. He went this way, that donkey. Just follow the trail. You guys can see the lake from here, but it's right over there. And Eeyore standing over there. So, like I say, I'm on this neck camera. I don't know if it's pointing the right direction, up or down, but we're gonna walk with it and just kind of show you guys on the way back what this looks like. And it's pretty nice. Beautiful morning for it. No wind. He's just standing there waiting for me to walk by, I think. Hi, buddy. So, yeah, no, we're just out on a hike about. Nice leisurely walk. Tell you what, without a cane or a walking stick, this would be interesting. So, gotta carry that. Hi, little friend. How you doing? Huh? You just up there overseeing everything? Huh? I've always liked donkeys. I think they're the coolest of the horse family anyhow. They got personality, you know, and they got my middle name, Jackass, so they can't be all bad, right? So, yeah, no, but the lake is right over there. You can see one. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. What are you yelling at me for? I'm just out for a walk. Noisy old bugger, huh? Yeah. There's another one out here someplace. They're kind of arguing back and forth or claiming their stakes. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I'll let you guys go. I'll talk to the donkeys. And we're coming across the wash right by the camper. And there she sits. So, man, I just cannot believe how the greenery's around here. I mean, all these bushes you thought were dead, dried up, you know, and now they've got flowers on them, all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing how everything turns green in the desert after a rainstorm, just like overnight. And the smells of the plants are just crazy. You definitely get the I can't think of the name of it, but it's distinctive sage. The sage plants are just aromatic this morning. So, well, we'll get in the camper and we will don't let anybody's up yet. We'll do some editing and see if we can get this one posted.